Hi guys, it's Carissa, and I have watched a few of these videos in the past and I really enjoy them, and I don't think I've done one yet. I could be wrong. I think it's great because you usually only hear about products that people really love or are really passionate about, so it's worth it to mention every now and then the things that you regret buying. And I think that that's a pretty strong phrase to be like, this is something I wish I could climb into a time machine, go back in time, and not have purchased. So if I can save any of you the heartache, especially on a couple of these things, I would like to do that. The first thing I'm going to mention I do not physically have with me. I have thrown it out since because it got past the point where I would have continued to use it. And that is the 3D Fiber Moodstruck, I think it's called, mascara. And I know that there are a whole slew of new companies doing a fiber layer option for mascaras. For example, I'm pretty sure Tarte has one, or Too Faced, or maybe both of them. I don't know. The main reason I don't care for it is because there are so many steps to it. And when I put mascara on, granted, I do 36 coats or more, but I don't like to have to involve multiple products. That's why I don't normally use lash primers more than once or twice after I have purchased them, or in this case with this Urban Decay Subversion, I got it for free with the mascara itself. Unless it really and truly 100% gives me the exact look that I'm going for, I don't like to have to work that hard to make my lashes look how they do. And in my experience, just based on my personal preference of how I like my lashes to look, I normally find that items that are used as an additional layer, like a primer or like those fibers, no matter what company makes them, but that was the main one that I tried, I feel like it gives me too thick and kind of unnatural a look. I know what you're thinking. When do your lashes look natural? I get it. I love to clump on spidery coats of mascara every time I apply it. But for the most part, I also like to smooth it through and make sure that it looks somewhat natural. I just want to enhance my lashes and not have to work super hard or wait for layers to dry or hurry up and work on something before it dries, any of that business. The next thing that I'm going to mention, I feel bad mentioning because I know that I purchased it on Etsy from an Etsy shop, and I don't want to hurt this person's business at all, but I know that this is a version of other products that exist. I don't think the fact that this came from a small business, however, is what makes it something that I wish I hadn't purchased, because I only used it once and it proved to work too well, and in which case I decided I'm not going to take the time to use it again. So I know that there are other versions of this product out there on the market, and it makes me think I probably wouldn't want any of those either. And that is this Glitter Appeal base coat to put underneath glitter nail polish. I had an unhealthy obsession with Deborah Lippmann glitter polishes for a while, and I was changing my nail polish so frequently that I wanted to be able to wear this without feeling really sorry about it later and having to dig it off and ruin my nails because I was too impatient to soak it. So I had heard from someone about this specifically. This is the Nail Pattern Boldness Glitter Appeal. I used that under my glitter polish, and less than an hour later, my sister and my cousin were over and we were all talking, and I gestured and my whole nail of polish just flew off in one sheet. It was like a little glittery saddle that had been sitting on my nail. It was shaped like my nail and everything. It just flew right off. And the rest of them, all I had to do was nudge them a little bit and they popped right off as well. There are probably instances where this would be great. I can't think of any to use it for myself. So I don't know if you have little kids, if that's something that would be ideal, although the time and effort it takes to paint a little kid's nails and wait for it to dry and then for it to just pop off like that. The next thing I want to mention, I can't believe I still have it. I must have gotten rid of the other one because I could have sworn I had two of them. Do you guys remember? Did I have two of these? So this is the Balm Shelter Tinted Gloss by The Balm, and it is in the color Uptown Girl. Who could go wrong with that name, right? I love The Balm. I love their products. So I purchased this on Outlook. I'm pretty sure I got both of them because I think there were two different scents. One of them was more gold, not the scent, but the color. But regardless of the fact that it smells like your nose is being assaulted with banana. Oh, that doesn't sound good. I shouldn't say that. It just smells like bananas in a bad way. And that's coming from someone who enjoys the way bananas smell. In addition to that, if you could get over that, because most fragrances in lip products you don't smell once you've been wearing them for a little while, the product itself was incredibly disappointing. It took a lot to get any kind of color or shine from it on your lips, because I like to really glob it on, and I felt like I was just dipping in over and over again to get any results. And then the smell on top of it, it was so, I just really didn't care for it. And at the time, I think someone had recommended that I return it, and I must not have. And I also didn't throw it out because I just found it in my drawer, and that is why I thought to do this video. The other lip gloss I regret buying is by Wet n Wild, and I used this in my cruelty-free prom video. This is one of the Fergie ones, right? Vicious Varnish High Shine Lip Stain, and it's in the color Legendary. No, Legendary Face. Okay, so hear me out on this. I must have either put it on and immediately wiped it off after the video, or just not licked my lips at all while I was wearing it. And I know that you wouldn't really lick your lips when you're wearing lip gloss, but like today, I just kind of go like that to make sure I don't get any on my teeth. Oh, do I have any on my teeth, by the way? So I did that yesterday while I was wearing this stuff, and holy Moses, it was the most disgusting taste. I almost kind of want you to buy it so that you can taste how bad it tastes. Is that a weird thing to say? I think it's really pretty, and I also like how it goes on. It's super slimy feeling and almost kind of silicone-y. I don't know how to describe it. Unlike this, it's not sticky at all. The applicator is a little bit strange, but it's so, I don't know, it's so slippery and smooth on the lips. Just, I don't know, are you getting that from this? How much more do I need to spread around before you understand what I'm trying to say? All I can smell is bananas. It tastes like it's angry with you. It tastes like a chemical punishment on your mouth, and it doesn't go away. I had to brush my teeth to get rid of it, so. And lastly, I'm going to mention 3 products here, and they are pricey, and they are super disappointing in my opinion. And I coveted these forever. I would always look longingly at the testers at Sephora, and it was at the bigger Sephora, which I don't go to very often, but every time I was there, I would kind of dream about purchasing these products, and they were almost always sold out. And that's something that makes me wonder, are these things that are being repurchased? Because I would be shocked if that was the case. Because for me, I purchased them once and wish I could climb in that time machine and say, no, thank you. Yes, I probably should have just returned them, but I tried to use them for a while and I thought they were going to grow on me. I was in such denial that I had spent that much money to be that disappointed. And I am talking about the Dior Glow products. So let's start with the Nail Glow. This is a clear nail product that just gives you this rosy tinted glow to your nails, as the name suggests. It really looks more clear than pink, and applying 2 coats is normally good, but if you apply more than that, it gets a little bit patchy, and if you have length to your nails at all, the whites of your nails look strange. So you have to make sure that you use a very small amount, but get them all to look even, because even though it's clear, it can look a little bit odd, or almost like your nails are dirty. I'm a freak, and I used this with a top coat because it doesn't remain shiny after that point, and it really isn't enough to protect your nails or stay on your nails for any length of time. It's purely cosmetic. It does not do anything for them other than make them look nice for 2 days before it chips off. So that was really disappointing, and I used a lot of it, it felt like, and it barely went anywhere, which is the opposite effect you want of something that you're like, I don't want to use this anymore. And lastly, these little suckers. This is the original one, and this is the coral one. So the packaging is beautiful, of course, and it's this pretty generous size lip product. Let me show you how much you get. It's almost like a full lipstick size bullet. Smells a little bit minty. That should have been my first hint that I wasn't going to care for it. Now, the testers at Sephora are dug down to nothing, and it's basically just, this is what the tube looks like, because they don't replace the testers very often. Or maybe they do when people are just complete monsters and act like animals around testers. I remember that. I worked in retail, so who knows? But for whatever reason, I could never truly test it on my own beforehand. So I couldn't even tell what it smelled like. It is a little bit minty, and I don't feel like that's comfortable on my lips when I wear something that has a mintiness to it. And it is so sheer and so drying and not moisturizing at all. Where is that $30 lip balm? I don't know, it's just kind of tacky and uncomfortably minty and made my lips feel so dry. I don't know, I'm just very, very disappointed in them, and they don't seem like they'll get better at any point. It's not like I can put a lip balm on and then layer these over it, because they really don't have enough color to them for that to be worth it. The whole idea was that this was supposed to be enough. If you have purchased any of these products, I would love to hear what you thought of them. But even more importantly, please leave me a comment and let me know what the #1 product was that you wish you could go back in time and not have purchased. Thank you so much for watching. I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.